the channel the most. All right, y'all did a terrible job with that. All right, should people should people have to qualify for marriage? I think niggas need to start taking a test.
Yo, listen.
Who the judge though? That's my thing.
Probably me.
Get the fuck.
A couple other people.
I don't even know why somebody married your ass, but that's besides the point.
Wow.
Go ahead, Mr. White.
Nah, I am working on a course that I'm currently creating.
Bruh.
I'm basing it off of, no, trust me, it should be, everybody needs to take this course, man. Because if you take this course, it will allow y'all, the couple, to see if y'all are ready to be married.
People have to qualify for marriage.
Yes,
God
I'm telling you, yes, and I'm telling you what the qualification should be. It should be to take my course, and you have to go through the course, man.
Some people do that. Adrian, our officiant did. He had to do a packet.
That's disingenuous by some officiant. His goal is to get you to the altar so he can get paid. His goal is to get you to the altar so he can get paid. That's not.
Don't you gotta do like pre-marriage counseling if you get married?
Yeah, you gotta pay for the marriage counseling. You gotta pay for this cocksucker to officiate. He wants you to get there, Mary. They gonna make sure you pass. It's like the math book with the answers in the back. It's not
right, but I don't want you to pass.
So then, with that, if it's like to your point, if you should have to take a test, people study just for the test. So you can swindle your way in passing.
They take the test on a lie detector then.
People have ways of getting through that.
No, check their shoes.
But what would be asked on the lie detector for marriage?
What should you ask? Are you what are y'all? So another question I have is, let me just run this shit. All right. So another question I have is, would it help marriage if divorce was outlawed for only a few exceptions? So on this test, the question would be, for what reasons do you think it's viable to leave? Because the reasons people are leaving now are bullshit. There's no testicular fortitude in a lot of motherfuckers now. Mary, testicle is balls.
I agree with you here. I agree.
I know what the hell that is. Stop playing with me like
my bad.
I was gonna speak on some of that. I guess kind of, sort of, like I think yes. The answer to the question, yes. Should people have to qualify for marriage? Absolutely, because especially with the way that the laws are with regards to divorce, I think it's almost like sometimes when people purchase a car or a house, how they're not really privy to the fine print. I think the same exists for marriage. It's like everybody wants it. They want the wedding. Some people, I think, do want that deep connection. But when it comes to that other side of it, that divorce, agreements that you make, the contract that is that divorce, because you're kind of contracted to the state and not each other when you go through the traditional marriage. So if you decide to divorce, it's probably not going to be as clean as you think it will be. And I think people need to be privy to that, because I think that we would see that divorce rate decrease because it's a shit show. And especially if you have children. Family court does not give a fuck about your family.
Well, the consequences need to be stronger, like Ham said. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to compare to Eastern countries, if you go and, if you want 5 wives, they all got to live the same type of life. You can't just, have babies here and babies there and stuff like that over in those countries. So if you're going to do that, then you need to implement some consequential laws.
Right, bro. And what I'm speaking about is how, the contract for divorce exists now, though. Like, and all that entails. I don't think a lot of people really are privy to that. I think people know the basics, right? And then there are those people who want to manipulate the system, like the woman who will marry and then not work for a series of years because she understands how alimony works, and she understands how child support works. You always got them fuck people. But I think that we should be more privy to that before taking that that oath and making that decision, because it's not just the wedding and what you're doing in front of the preacher. Every state has bullshit written up in a contract for you, and courts make money off of that shit all the time. So yeah, I definitely think people should qualify for it, take it a lot more serious. And I think to Hamp's point about, you know, figuring out what would constitute as grounds for leaving somebody, right? I think that should be analyzed more. Maybe like putting people in real life situations, like how you have these camps or these retreats that you can go to, like y'all just in a room and they make some fuck shit happen where like they send a nigga a text message from a bitch or something. See how y'all gonna act, or send some shit to your phone to see how y'all gonna act in a real situation. And if the woman can't even make it through that weekend, or the man can't even make it through that weekend, automatically y'all fail. You're not getting married, because there's so many reasons that people just walk away that are really not that serious. It's really not that deep for marriage.
What's a not deep issue for a person to walk away from a marriage to you?
Oh shit. I mean, there were things that I used to think were deal breakers that I'm looking at differently now. Things like some levels of domestic violence, things like cheating. I used to think all those things were deal breakers, and I'm looking differently.
Let's go piece by piece. You're saying that any form of domestic violence is okay?
And we out.